I personally believe that when it comes to living a compelling life, some things that we're attracted to is fulfillment. I do have to be a little selfish in this season. And I've heard a few different memes and it's like, look, selfish isn't necessarily a bad thing. It just goes, you know what? In this season, I have to focus on myself so that way I can help out more. I have to make sure my cup is full so that way I can effectively fill other individuals' cups. What's going on, everybody? Appreciate you guys coming back for another compelling thought. As I share, these thoughts are designed to help you on your journey in living a compelling life. Now, if this is your first time hearing what is a compelling life, like that sounds pretty cool, but what does that really mean? It does two things. A compelling life does two things. Number one, it compels you. It motivates you. It inspires you. I did a video before. Definitely recommend that. I'm going to go ahead and drop that in suggestions after this. But what's the difference between living compelled versus living obsessed? Obsession is something that you're pulling. You're doing the effort, the energy. It's something that you want to achieve, but it's you're pulling it to come to pass. Living compelled is something where it's pulling you as well. It's not only you're pulling it. It's not only something that you're desiring to happen, but it's something ultimately that's pulling in you. It's something that's urging you. It's like a fire within you that you have to do this. You have to see this come to pass in your world. You have to see this come to pass in our world today. It's going to change not only your life, but it's going to change everyone's life around you. So living a compelling life, it pulls you. It's something that compels you. But the other side of it is it compels others. It inspires others to not stay still. It inspires others to go, you know what? I have to get out of my comfort zone and pursue my purpose as well. And when we think about our world, there's a few things that does that. There's a few things that it happens as we live. When we look at our world and we look at certain people that we look up to, that inspire us, that motivate us, that compels us, so to speak, to get out of our seat and get out of our comfort zone and to move forward in life. There's a few things that does it for us. Number one is money. Let's just be honest. For a lot of us, we look at the way people live their lives and the money that they have, the money that they're able to spend frivolously, the money that they're able to spend and use. It attracts a lot of people. Living a compelling life is attractive. For one regard, it may be money. That definitely pulls them. For another people, it's influence. Being able to travel and speak, being able to have an influence maybe on social media, online, maybe you're in politics or a politician, and we look at certain people in our world that have a high level of influence. It's attractive. Maybe they're a community advocate, a community leader, maybe it's a church pastor, whatever. There are some things and there are some people that compel us to want to do something with our lives. And maybe we're compelled by the money. Maybe we're compelled by the influence. There's a few things, maybe it's impact. There's a few things that compel us and move us. But one thing that I feel is a big needle mover and difference maker in our world. When I do this, I mean the needle being moved. So if you see me do that a lot, that's what I'm referencing. But when we think about things that really move the needle as it relates to compelling people, is these individuals that we look to, they're living a fulfilled life. Fulfillment is super attractive. An individual that they wake up, they love what they get to do. Their job isn't a job. Their career isn't necessarily work for them. They're fulfilled in what they do. There's a few elements that attracts us. Fulfillment is attractive. So what I want to do today is, I personally believe there's two components with a fulfilled life. There's two components. Actually, let's take a look at this. So there's two components with living a fulfilled life, right? So let's do this. Let's break it up into two parts. Fulfilled. Or let me do it this way. Whoop. Come on. Full and fill. I personally believe that when it comes to living a compelling life, some things that we're attracted to is fulfillment. And when I think about fulfillment, when I look at this picture, when I think of individuals that live fulfilled, there's two elements in their lives that are attractive. Number one is their life is full. Their life is full. So when I say their life is full, I'm big on examples. I'm big on analogies, as well as I love words. Sometimes we say words a lot and we don't really think about the things that we're saying. I just thought about fulfilled. All right. And I broke it up, full and fill. Honestly, there's two sides of the equation. And when I think of the individuals that live a fulfilled life, there's two components. One, their life is full. So I'll just do a tally, so to speak. Their life is full in the context. It may be money, but honestly, their needs are met. Their needs are met. Their family's taken care of. Their household is in order. They may not be the richest people in the world. I know a few individuals. One is a teacher and one is a pastor, and they live such a fulfilled life. They live such an attractive life. They're not the richest people in the world, but their household is taken care of. Their family, they spend so much quality time together as a family. They're happy. They're joyous. Their household but I'm just going to do it at a basic level. Their household needs are being met. So think of it as a cup. Think of it as a cup, right? When I think about their life, when I think about their life in the context of a cup or a container, their cup is full in multiple areas. Their cup is full. So from a financial standpoint, their cup is full. Their love tank is full. They have a high sense of self-worth. The work that they do, they know that they're making a difference. They know that it's impacting the next generation. So they have a level of fulfillment. There's a few different teachings when it talks about the basic human needs or the basic needs of individuals as humans. One of those is being able to have our basic needs being met. Another one of those is the work that we do. The work that we're able to add value to others, right? So they have a level of fulfillment in the context of the work that they do, the love that they may have in their household or out in the world. Their influence is full. It doesn't mean that they're necessarily famous, but I look at their friend circle. Their friends have a positive viewpoint of them. Going back to that couple, I'm there. I have a high viewpoint of them. There's not literally, there's maybe a couple things that if they call me, I'll be like, I don't know. But hey, can you help me move? I've helped them move in the past. Like, they're good people. So their level of influence is strong. What am I getting at? When I think about different components in individuals that I look up to, or individuals that, man, their life is so attractive to me. They're living compelling lives. Their cup is full. Their cup is full. Their life is full. With their life being full now, they now have the ability and capacity to fill other individuals' lives up and other individual cups up. And so we'll go back to that same couple that I shared, that same family that I shared. With being a pastor and having, once again, is life perfect? No, close friend. So I understand that they go through real life and they go through real things, but they have such a level, once again, of fulfillment, of self-worth, of their household being in order. So he's able to meet with people, counsel people, pray with people. He's able to pour out from a full cup. When I think about his wife being a teacher, she's able to pour out to those students, pour out to those kids from a full cup. They're able to pour out socially. They're able to spend time with family and friends, and they have nights throughout the week where, hey, this is friends night. I'm hanging out with the guys socially. I'm filling my cup. Hey, I'm hanging out with the girls. I'm socially filling my cup. As their cup is full, they're able to pour out, and they're able to add value to others. Financially, I think of a few other people. I just won't put it on them. I think about a few other people where financially their cup is full. Financially, they're doing really well in life. So guess what? When somebody's in need and they hear about an individual that has gone through a rough experience, when they hear about a couple that's going through a challenging time, when they hear about certain needs in their community, guess what? From a full cup, they're now able to give. They're now able to pour out abundantly. And once again, I'll go through several different examples, but when I think about the attraction, when I think about the compelling life that we look at, they took this approach. Hey, I am going to live in balance, where I am going to spend part of my time filling other individuals' cups up, but I'm also going to hold it as important and as valuable to make sure that my cup is full as well. And where this goes wrong with certain individuals is they don't live a balanced life, meaning they're focused on one end of the equation more than the other. So if you know an individual where, okay, on the surface, it may seem like they're successful, but it's not as attractive, think about it. Maybe their cup is so full that and they're only focused on their cup being full, that they never pour out. They never think about, how can I fill and help other individuals? How can I add value to other individuals? Maybe they live a selfish life. Living a compelling life is not living a selfish life. If you're only focused on your cup being filled and why, man, my cup is only 75% of the way through, I still have so much more to give and so much more to gain, I should say, and so much more to do. If you're only focused on that, you're missing on opportunities to add value, and your life is out of balance. On the flip side, I know a lot of individuals where they're serving all the time. They're giving stuff away for free all the time. They're doing so much and they can't afford to pay their light bill. And their family is in need. And your family may think that, hey, you serving and you doing this and you volunteering or you giving and helping other people move all the time and doing all these things. Guess what? It's admirable, but we're struggling. Who's going to help us? And based on who you are, you may be a husband. You're the leader and head of that household. So how are you more focused and responsible for other? Once again, I won't go on my soapbox, but what I'm getting at is we have to live a balanced life. And living a balanced life in the context of purpose, in the context of fulfillment, it has to be balanced. We have to focus on both ends of the spectrum. We have to look at the full equation, right? So anytime, yes, you know what? I do have to be a little selfish in the season. And I've heard a few different memes, and it's like, look, selfish isn't necessarily a bad thing. It just goes, you know what? In this season, I have to focus on myself so that way I can help out more. I can be more valuable in the long term, in the long run. There's some times where I feel like, you know what? I gave myself away for free, done free workshops, free speaking engagements, worked with different schools. I've done so much different things over a period of time where it's like, okay, Jay, you got to pause. Your family needs you. There's things around the house that need to be taken care of. You got to spend time with your wife. You got to spend time. You got to do certain things for yourself. You just got to rest. You got to rest your voice. You got to rest your spirit. You got to rest your heart. You got to rest your body. I have to make sure my cup is full so that way I can effectively fill other individuals' cups. Anytime I feel out of balance, or let me say it this way, anytime I feel like something's off, anytime I feel like, you know what, I need to recalibrate, it's because I'm off balance. Maybe I'm too focused on my goals. Maybe I'm too focused on the finances. Maybe I'm too focused on compel movement or whatever. I need to pause and pour into others. Then on the flip side, you know what? I've been worrying about others for so long. My family needs me. I need me. You need you. And depending on where you are, depending on where you sit, depending on where you lie on the spectrum, I hope that this hits home and it helps you resonate to go, you know what? I need to recalibrate. I need to recalibrate. In order for me to live a compelling life, in order for me to continue on this path and add the most value to this world as well as to maximize my life and fulfill my purpose, I have to make sure that I'm living a fulfilled life. And if you do this, I promise, if you take those moments and pause, recalibrate, continue on your journey and make sure that you're living fulfilled, you'll live a fulfilled life, and it's going to absolutely change not only your life, but those around you. All right. As always, I hope this was valuable to you. Go ahead and hit the like button. Go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know what you thought. And if you haven't done so already, join the tribe, subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.